Hi, and welcome to Awkwardly Anxious with Autism. My name is Kristen, and in this episode, I'm going to go over my symptoms and traits that I have I went over with my psychiatrist to kind of justify to myself that I do have autism, or more closely to what they would have called Asperger's, which has now changed recently. So first of all, I'm going to go over stimming, which was the reason why I actually started looking into this, because of Abigail Moss in Fathering Autism and her stimming. Realized that I have stims, and stims are self-stimulatory behaviors. I stim mostly due out of anxiousness and nervousness. And sometimes to soothe myself, but it's a lot of the times it's just there. So the biggest one that I have is nail biting and skin picking, specifically around my nails. So I'm going to show you my nails. I'm kind of embarrassed by this, but it's who I am. So, I mean, if you saw me in real life, you'd see them. But so these are my nails. I have none. Never have. Probably never will. And also skin nail picking. So today, my baby finger was kind of the, there you go, you can see it there, was kind of the target today. I also skin pick it like scabs and things like that if I have them. And it's not to be self-destructive or anything like that. It's just something that I do. So I don't do it to feel joy or because of like any pain that I may feel. In fact, I don't like when there's pain, but it is just something that happens. So I actually get really bad hangnails and infections on my fingers quite a bit just because of that. My parents did try to get me to stop biting my fingers when I was a child. I mean, I've always bit my nails. With the little polish that you can buy to make kids stop that tastes horrible. Yeah, it didn't work. Never has, never will. Even nail polish they tried. And there's a picture of me as a child that I got as like as a portrait my grandmother got me. And I've got nail polish on, and you can see the nail polish is like all scraggly because I was trying to bite it off. So that's the biggest one. I also clench. The biggest thing that I do with clenching is my jaw. And I will clench and kind of move it. So you can't really see it just because I'm not on this screen, but if you were standing next to me and I was doing it, you'd be able to see that I'm doing it. And so I'll do it for you just so you can kind of see, but you can kind of see my jaw moving. I do that when I'm nervous or angry or upset. So my husband, it's kind of like my tell to my husband. So either he knows that I'm mad at him or I'm mad at a situation or something that's going on. It's not the best for me because I've actually developed TMJ from it. I get really painful jaw issues, especially when I get sinus infections. The drainage down into my ears, which I've got issues with there, it'll go into my jaw, and then I get really bad jaw pain. So not only do I clench when I'm sembient or awake, I also do it at night. So I have really worn my teeth down over the last 38 years. And I do have a night guard, but it doesn't work because I take it out in the middle of the night. I will literally wake up in the middle of the night and I will have taken it out, and either it's somewhere in the covers or I've been known to take it out and actually put it back in its case on my nightstand while I've been asleep. So that's kind of funny, but it is what it is. And then I also do cheek biting. So on the inside of my cheeks, I'm not going to show them to you just because that's kind of gross, but I have like 2 white lines that are basically like scars from me biting the inside of my cheeks. And I've done that ever since I was a child as well, because I can remember my dentist as a child yelling at me for doing it. And my dentist now as an adult yells at me for doing it. So It's just something I've always done. So those are the biggest stims that I have. There are others, but those are the main ones, and I don't want this video to go on too long. Sensory issues that I have are mainly due to my body. So my hair, I always wear my hair up. I cannot wear my hair down. I don't like the feeling of it in my face. I don't like it around my neck. And as a child, I would actually chew on my hair. I also have issues with people cutting my hair. I just get really anxious about getting it done. The other big thing is you'll notice I don't have any makeup on. I never wear makeup. I can't stand the feeling of having something on my skin or my face. So foundation, lip gloss, lipstick, no. Chapstick I can do, but it's more of a moisturizer, so it disappears. It's kind of like hand moisturizer. I can wear hand moisturizer unless it's really thick, then I end up washing it off. That's a big thing. Clothing is another thing. I like loose fitting clothing, so t-shirts, sweatshirts, loose fitting pants. You will not find me in any kind of feminine dresses or anything like that. They cause panic and anxiousness in me. So you'll never see, unless I show you a picture of my wedding day, where I was wearing a dress, but I felt very uncomfortable throughout the whole day. I mean, I have been known to wear like a skirt on special occasion. Like my husband and I like to cruise, so sometimes I will dress up for things like that, but it's very rare, and the entire time I feel completely out of place and feel like people are staring at me. Socially, I have the typical hard to make eye contact with people. I have to force myself to do it, and I think that's more of a female trait, where we force ourselves to make eye contact. If I'm doing it, it's usually because of important conversations that I'm having with people, and I will actually stare right between their eyes, which also makes it difficult because then sometimes I miss some of the social facial cues that they make. So it's kind of it's a no-win situation for me. I tend to mask, so I've pretty much done that my entire life. I imitate to get through. It's only been recently that I think I've let myself not mask as much, and I've actually found that's harder on me, social situation wise. I know I start to notice now that when I'm talking with people that I can't pick up the social cue of when to stop, or it just gets really awkward and I become self-conscious about stuff. So my panic issues have become really bad the last year or so. And of course the pandemic really hasn't helped with all of that. So socially, I'd rather not if I don't have to. So if any of my friends end up ever seeing this, it's not that I don't want to see you, it's just that it's difficult for me to get myself to do it. Now, if my husband were home, it would be a little different because then I'd have a support system with me, but I don't have that. So everything right now is just kind of in chaos, which you're going to see. So life right now is a giant mess. And that gets into my other aspect of executive function issues. I have a really hard time starting something and finishing it. So this is going to be a great experiment to see if whether or not I can keep this up. And also, you're going to help me. You are going to help me to get my life in order. My house and my life are a disaster area right now. Now, my house is a disaster just because I have a lot of stuff, and that's due to my OCD. I have a hoarding tendency. However, please don't think that show where there's rats and mice and like garbage on the floor and anything like that. No, my house is just a disaster. There's a lot of stuff in it. And the pandemic didn't help with that either, because instead of having me go out and get something because we were on lockdown, and number two, socially, I didn't want to, Amazon and all of the places that deliver became my friend. So I have a lot of boxes that need to get broken down and taken to the dump. So I'm going to do something that I would probably never ever do, but I'm gonna have you help me slowly pick things up, probably do timeline videos of getting it done. So I would appreciate any support and all of that. So yeah, you all are going to be my support. So I really appreciate everyone so far who has either left comments or like the last video. I'm trying to keep these videos short and to the point, and I'll go into more detail with everything else later on. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to follow along in my journey, please consider subscribing and click that bell notification next to it so that you get notified to when I upload my next vlog. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I really appreciate, again, connecting with people or hearing your thoughts. So I look forward to seeing you on the next vlog when I tell you about my first meltdown. Until then, have a good night, everyone.